Real quick, I don't know if we talked about it on the air or not, but Rich's mother-in-law passed away last week, right?
Yeah.
And you know how in relationships, you've been with someone for so long, like I've been with my wife for so long, she tells me to do something and I don't really hear it or listen, I hear it. She says to me, I put a bag in your car. I swear I thought she said it's for Rich and Stacy, and it's for Stacy because her mom passed away. I thought that's what she said. So I was going to bring it up to the studio this morning and hand it to Rich. But him and I pull up in the parking lot at the same time this morning. So I'm like, oh, there he is. I'm just going to hand this to him now. So it's dark when we get here. I pull up. I get out. I grab the bag, and I go, hey, this is for Stacy. I think it's for her, the grieving, however you do it. I don't know what that's called, the funeral present. I don't know.
I don't know.
And when I go to hand it to him, I look, and it's got, like, Santa vibes.
And cartoon puppies on it.
Then I'm like, did I not listen to her? Did my wife? And then I'm like, after I give it to Rich, I'm pulling away. I'm like, was that supposed to give that to Rich? Was it for somebody else in the show?
Oh.
So I don't know. And I'm afraid to ask my wife, like, to say, hey, I really wasn't listening to you yesterday.
Do you want me to wait to give it? Like, you might need it back?
Let me wait for her to get out of her yoga class to find out exactly what it is.
Yeah, it looks like cartoon puppies.
I think you got to ask on that one.
So I know yesterday you had to do some funeral prep.
Yeah, so Stacy asked me to go with her to plan the funeral. And it's a celebration of life. Her mom lived a full life. So it wasn't, to be overly sad. It wasn't like she was sick for a while. So we knew this was coming. So on the way there, we're kind of joking about stuff, and she's laughing really hard. Stacy's laughing really hard. And she said, that's what I need. So if this gets heavy in here, just continue to keep it light for me. So I take my job very seriously. She was like, and she even said to me on the way there, she's like, I can't believe I'm having this good of a time driving to plan my mom's funeral. So I thought, okay.
Well, you can't spell funeral without fun.
That's exactly right.
Right?
That's exactly right.
Oh my gosh.
When we get there's all these decisions you can make. You can you can embalm people. You can, do all that stuff. And I said, nothing's forever except for embalming. Nobody laughed at all, which I thought was really funny. And then the guy says, when we lower the casket into the ground, a lot of people do prayers, but a lot of people do songs that are just, kind of popular or different just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. So I write on a piece of paper and I hand it over to Stacy. You all should play Drop It Like It's Hot.
Oh my gosh, Rich.
She did not laugh at all. She just stared at me blankly.
Yeah.
You like when they're putting her in the ground, drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot.
Oh my goodness.
I thought, well, that's that fit. And so the other thing I brought up that I thought would be really cool is she comes from a family of musicians and are not musicians, but magicians. They all did magic. And I said, when your dad passed away, nobody did anything magic. Like, I thought it would be cool to make the casket disappear as like one final act, which they could pull off. They didn't do it. So I said, if it were my funeral, I think it would be funny to have somebody dressed up like the Grim Reaper just standing in the corner and pointing at different people throughout the day, and nobody smiled. Like,
Stacy didn't laugh?
She did not laugh at all.
And you're like, you told me. You
I
told me to
said,
make
you
jokes.
asked me to keep this light. I was trying to keep it light. So total fail there. But should you go plan those, I would like to see that at a
You
funeral.
should have brought Grant with you. Grant's the one that grew up in the funeral home business. You could have been.
Had so much fun yesterday.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, dude, driving like it's hot. I would have laughed so hard, dude. I'm right there with you.
Oh my gosh.